Very good morning to all of you on this Monday morning. So did you all see the full class? Some of you were joining and leaving yesterday in the mock test paper discussion. Two things I have emphasized. If you have missed, do watch it. One is where the commonly mistakes are happening. Those alertness I have given you with this paper correction experience of mock test 1. Okay. And second is, in the mock test paper, the mindset for the 3 hours, how you should make the choice. So do check it up. If you have any doubts, you can ask. Now, without taking much of time, let us begin today's class with pearls of wisdom. We have here our first batch student, Harshita Jain. Harshita, welcome, dear.
Hi, ma'am.
Very good morning to you, Harshita.
Good morning, ma'am. Hope you're doing good.
Yes, all fine and so glad. 1 second, I'll see if all is set or not. We are live in YouTube, but with this pinned videos and all. 1 second. See, you, Harshita has seen me, dear students. My first batch students at the concept classes, they have learned, starting my classes, like 13 of them in a group wanted to learn. And this is not to boast anything, but this is to share with all of you that all the big things begin very small. I had no space, and in my sister's house on sofa come bed, Harshita, Roma, Achal, these students would accommodate, and with chalk piece and marker board I have started. Then it was like those markers, ink marker, and now this digital.
And that is not your sister's place, ma'am. You have taken a room for us.
Later we shifted.
Yes,
in that lane inside.
Exactly. And you used to give us that room to study the whole day also, ma'am.
So nice, so nice. But like I have seen one thing, including me myself as a student, and Harshita, Pranay, Roma, Achal, all these students, you make best of your friends in this profession. And how the students, when they team up well, they group up well in the group, the whole lot has cleared. After this lot also, all you students have met Vrinda, Jeevana, Nilima, Shravani. They were also all in a group, right? So not taking much time, Harshita has qualified as a CA in 2015, learned with me in Inter in 2010. And then since then, she's having her own practice and doing superb in the profession, as well as she's a mother of a 4-year-old boy. So doing too good at all the ends. Over to you, Harshita. These students are writing exam in November, December. CMA students are there. CA students are there. You share your inputs. I will unpin so that I can go on the back seat. You continue.
Sure.
Just increase your volume little bit if you can.
It's full, ma'am. Is it audible now? Is it proper now?
Yes.
Okay.
Over to you.
So, hi everyone. As ma'am has already introduced me, I'm Harshita Jain, and we call it a special batch where we were with ma'am. It is a special batch because it was ma'am's first batch, and we were the first student of ma'am. And I really want to thank you, ma'am, especially all the students of your first batch. None of them has failed in accounts. We all have cleared our accounts, both group 1 and group 2 in our first attempt. And maximum of us also got exemption, including me. Though I didn't get exemption in other subjects, but accounts, undoubtedly, we all got exemption only because of Dipti ma'am. I'm sure about that. So whenever we think of accounts, it's always Dipti ma'am. And especially the booster exams, what ma'am has introduced to us. They were really very helpful, ma'am. And one more thing I would say, ma'am, that time you didn't have any name for the classes because that was the first batch, and then and now the name, the concept classes itself is very apt because whatever you teach is from the basic concept, ma'am. Accounts is nothing which can be, buttified or ratified or something like that. You always need the concepts to understand the subject, and that is what you teach us. Still today, even after clearing my CA, it's been almost 8 years, and I'm very confidently I can say I'm very thorough in my accounting concepts. And that is all thanks to Deepti ma'am for giving us such a strong foundation in our accounting. And I remember, ma'am, the dedication you have shown us for your first batch. We were only, I think, 8 or 9 students. And, full day, you used to give us some full time, ma'am. Whenever we have doubts, exams, any clarifications, Deepti ma'am was always there for us. So really, thank you so much for all your support, help, and your encouragement, ma'am. Your confidence which you have boosted in us was really, made us part through all the stages of our CA exams and all the hurdles there. You always used to encourage us. Yes, you can do it. You should never go back, never turn back. You can go ahead. And that is what brought us here today. So thank you so much for that, ma'am. And to the students who are young, enthusiastic today, who are aiming for CA, I would advise you only one thing. Whatever you're doing or whatever you're achieving without hard work, that has no value. So to know the value of your achievement, you need to work hard, work smart, achieve something, and then only you'll realize the real value of your achievement. So all the very best to all the students there out. Have the enthusiasm, have the courage, have the confidence, go ahead and never turn back.
Wow. Very crisp and very clear that never turn back and go ahead. And absolutely, I really want your takeaway for all the students is that CA Inter is the base, right or not? CA Foundation is just knock knock, or CMA Foundation is a knock knock ke aa jao ye profession mein. CA Inter, these students have seen, dear students, that they are not studying for the sake of just passing. सब पढ़ते थे, accounts, costing, tax, जो भी पढ़ रहे हैं इतने 100% डाल के, and their marks definitely I'm going to share. I have that list, and they are all scoring. It's not exemption above 60, 70, 80, 82, 85, 87. These were the marks, and that base helped them to do very well in a different kind of flow in final. So I'm saying to become a CA, to clear your final, everything is decided in your inter while you prepare for your exams and how you work in your articleship. Harshita, 2 minutes, can you give inputs about your articleship experience, your takeaway, mid-size, or like some of the speakers here, they were in ENY and all, and they shared whatever is your takeaway from internship. I want you to share.
Yes, definitely, ma'am. I did my articleship from a mid-sized firm, and articleship is definitely very important, because not only the theoretical knowledge is what you need in CA. Theoretical knowledge is just a part of your CA. The major thing is your articleship, because it is how you implement your theoretical knowledge in real life. And this implementation and this experience is definitely gonna help you in your future once you clear your CA. The theoretical knowledge, I think what you get is only for your concept, strong your concept. But the main thing in CA is how you utilize it in the practical life. And that is what you learn in your articleship. Once you clear CA, maybe you will be doing job or practice, anything, everything requires a practical knowledge. And that is the main thing, that you have 3 years of articleship where you can implement your theoretical knowledge and learn practical things. So it's very important. Where it doesn't matter you are doing it in a big 4 or a mid-sized firm. Wherever you do it properly with whole of enthusiasm. And that is it. The main thing is you have to learn. That is the main thing. And it all depends upon you how you learn it.
Yes, absolutely. It is your learning zest that will, take you ahead. And then they will say, चलो कोई भी काम देना है किसको दो, हर्षिता को दो, वो enthusiasm से कर लेगी और वो करके ही रहेगी. Like this, those who are very enthusiastic and those who take the challenges and responsibility, they get more power in the articleship, right or not?
Yes. And this will
Thank
help
you
him
so
in
much.
future also, ma'am. Definitely,
Yeah.
this will help him in future also.
Right. Thank you so much, Harshita. On this Monday morning, you were busy in the audit till 30th, so I didn't want it to disturb all of you in practice. But so glad to have you in this room today. Lots and lots of blessings and wishes that you do super duper too good in your life ahead more.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much,
much for all
ma'am.
your inputs. Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
ma'am. All the best to all your students, ma'am. Hope they do
Thank
really
you
well.
on all their behalf. They are just coming behind you now. Sure.
Okay, ma'am. See you,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. So this was the input from our first batch students. She rightly reminded me when you must be thinking ahead of 2010 also. Definitely I have taught in lot of other academies in 2005, 6, 8, accounts, advanced accounting. Then they said they want to learn costing with me. And then I took up this challenging subject, taxation, what I'm teaching. It's like nostalgic right now. Okay, I तो had forgot कि एक छोटा सा room लिया था, and she's absolutely right. When I was teaching them concept classes, name was not there. So you know how this all opens up. So many of you listening to me, if you are thinking हम कुछ भी नहीं कर रहे हैं, हम छोटे हैं, वहीं से शुरुआत होती है, right? चलो, let us begin now. I'm like so happy if you have reached this video in recording or you are attending live with me. Can you message me? So many of you are live right now. Are you happy to come to this level of the class? आर यू पैशनेट, आर यू इंजॉइंग कि हाँ कुछ अच्छा सीखा 2 घंटे? अब यहाँ से हम आज थोड़ा सा फिर लेट ही हैं, ये एक दीप्ति मैम का माइनस है ना, यहाँ आई नीड टू ऑल्सो इम्प्रूव. जो भी अपने माइनसेस हैं उसमें इम्प्रूव होना है, कुछ ना कुछ होता है लास्ट मोमेंट एंड देन चलो जाने दो. The thing is, we have completed 5 heads of income, we have completed clubbing, we have completed set off. So we are ready to go for total income problem, but we will do total income problem on Wednesday. Today and tomorrow we are doing deductions. I really want you to understand and trust me. This video, by the end, you will learn, and if you feel you have learned, you will surely share it with your friends. 80C series is a confusion for students. And tell me which exam you don't have 80C, 80D, 80TTA, 80TTB. 80TTA, TTB तो यहाँ से दौड़ के चले जाता है रेसिडेंशियल स्टेटस में, और वहां पे भी ग्रॉस टोटल इनकम में 80TTA भी, एंड फिर सो टोटल इनकम 14 मार्क्स प्रॉब्लम. Okay, 8 marks is your head, whether it is salary or deductions and calculate the tax, or business head and deductions and calculate the tax. Business head weightage, dear students, is minimum to minimum 6 marks. And as I said, 2-3 topics are important for final. One is set off, one is this deductions, and then TDS. These are the 3 topics I feel. If you know any CA CMA final students also, you can please share it with them. Now, one thing I want to repeat, every now and then I'm saying I'm putting all the problems, notes and PDFs in my Telegram group. Still students are asking for notes. नहीं मिलेंगे notes. क्या मैम सब टीचर्स पीडीएफ दे देते हैं, हम उसको प्रिंट ले लेते हैं, पढ़ लेते हैं? पढ़ना बेटा, पक्का पढ़ना. And if you feel you need the PDF, you tell me after 1 week when I complete the income tax part. You tell me right now what I'm saying. Trust me, this is not a fast track batch, but when it is coming to learn concepts, all of you who have studied set off with me, comment below. एक 30 minute set off के concept एक ही बार लिखा, ये इसमें set off होगा ही नहीं होगा, कोई भी problem कर सकते हैं ना. 80C भी लिखो. I am literally saying so much, and then I'm starting my class because I want all of you to take this with you. लिखने से ही learn होगा. To sink in your mind, you have to ink. So shall we start inking 80C's deductions, without which not a single return is completed? So those who are working in corporates, those who are in practice, those who are doing internship, किसका return complete होता है ATC के बिना? So there are many deductions we are going to do in today's class, and I'm going to do some smart work for these deductions. I'm going to teach you ATC, ATD, ATTTA, ATTTB. ये जो 4-5 deductions जो बार-बार आते हैं, ATG, that I will surely make you learn. Did you feel over the classes, Dipti ma'am, you are repeating many things many times? If answer is yes, few things, understand it, it's done. Few things you need to, मतलब ना chew करके खा जाना है, और वो खा जाने वाला ये आज का topic है ना? So I am there with you to support you. Ask your doubts in the live class. Comment below whether you are doing CA or CMA in the live class, so that I can guide you correctly. And I am not going to teach you ATI series deductions. CA Inter students, you don't have ATI series. CMA Inter, just because they are giving the list, they are giving ATI A, ATI B. वो सब लिमिट और उनके ईयर्स पढ़ने जाएंगे ना तो सब भूल जाएंगे. उससे अच्छा जो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है फॉर MCQs, फॉर द क्वेश्चन नंबर 1, लेट अस डू दैट. ठीक है, चलो. So pick up your notebook, start writing notes with me for the deductions topic. Now very important is, where is the parking space of deductions? You are standing on the door. Heads of income आते हैं तो आप बराबर भेजते हैं ना. Employer employee go to salary, owner tenant go to house property. Are you doing business? Third head. Have you transferred capital asset? Go fourth head. Some miscellaneous income, fifth head. Others income, club in my hands. Plus minus, do it carefully. House property loss can be set off with other heads only up to 2 lakh. This is the point where major students go wrong, and then they lose the marks and set off problem. So I am clarifying it once again. Now when your gross total income comes, gross total income is the income which you have earned from all the 5 heads. In that, give deductions, which are also popularly known as chapter 6A deductions. And then what you get, total income. On total income, you have to calculate tax. On tax, surcharge. And on tax plus surcharge mila ke, you have to calculate cess. How is this mind mapping? अरे कभी तो comment करो. Huh? If some of you have ever, spoken in group of 3-4 members, you will know ke how much you get that confidence. So Dipti ma'am is already very much self-confident, but of course I would like it if you comment below. ये mind mapping clear है कि किसकी जगह कहाँ है. क्यों पता है स्टूडेंट्स क्या करते हैं पता है? टोटल इनकम में से टैक्स माइनस करते हैं. नो, computation of total income is over and computation of tax is different beta. Tax is calculated on total income, surcharge on tax, tax plus surcharge is. Now, are deductions given? Why? What's the purpose of giving deductions? So there are 3 purposes of giving deductions. Okay, fine. मैम जब मेरी 5 हेड की इनकम क्लियर है तो डिडक्शंस देने की क्या जरूरत है? सो द पर्पस ऑफ गिविंग डिडक्शंस इज गुड इन्वेस्टमेंट. आर यू डूइंग गुड इन्वेस्टमेंट? आर यू पुटिंग योर मनी एंड सेविंग इन PPF, LIC? आर यू गिविंग डोनेशन टू अ ट्रस्ट, ऑर्फनेज, टेम्पल? कितनी बार हम गौशाला और टेम्पल में जाते हैं तो वहां लिखा रहता है ना, प्लीज एंश्योर रिसीट ऑल योर डोनेशंस आर eligible for ATG and all. So it's a good cause. You are earning and you are donating to a goshala. Should you get a deduction? Or a temple or a mosque or a church, should you get a deduction? Yes. So good investment. Okay. Second is good expense. Good expense is mediclaim. Is it good to take medical policy? Yeah, for yourself, for your family, so that if anyone is hospitalized, they get the claim. Is it good to do expense for a handicapped person? Yeah, ATU. Huh? So for good investment, for good expense, and last one, which we are not going to cover much in detail, good income. Oh, are you doing a handicraft business? Are you exporting handicrafts from Srinagar? अरे बहुत बढ़िया बात है. आपको 80I में डिडक्शन मिलेगा. Oh, yours is an SEZ? Okay, yours is an export oriented unit. Okay, so like this different, it's like very good encouraging income. Then you get 80I series deductions. This is 80D. Mediclaim is 80U. मैम आप तो करते जा रहे हैं, हमको कुछ लर्न नहीं हो रहा. होगा ना, दीप्ति मैम पे ट्रस्ट करो, सब लर्न करा देंगे. ये सब 80C, ये हो गया आपका 80. So these are broad reasons. You know what government is saying to you? Dipti, your income is 12 lakhs. You're doing too good. Don't pay tax on 12 lakhs. 150 you have put in PPF. 50,000 you have donated to orphanage. Acha kam kiya. 12 minus 150 there, 50 here. You pay tax on 10 lakh. My income is gross total income. But because I'm spending the money for good expense, good investment, good cause, good purpose, good income, government is giving me deduction. Samajh mein aaya reason. But there are, you know, hi-fi incomes, special income, special rate. Humne kiya na? So those hi-fi incomes will not get a deduction, and double attention deke suno. This is the pitfall where students go wrong. I am a housewife. I got 6 lakh rupees in KBC. Will I get basic exemption? No. But I have put PPF में 1,50,000. मेरे को deduction चाहिए. नहीं मिलता ना. Whatever casual income is there, you have to pay flat 30% tax. You don't get deduction even if you put the money in PPF. Are you getting? So now write down the list of those incomes on which you don't get deductions. Trust me, dear students, I can give you printed notes, colored flowchart, but अगर आपको result लाना है ना, तो जितना मैं लिखा रही हूँ वो पक्का लिखो, उतने ही time में हो जाएगा. We'll do deductions concept, एक deduction उसके problem, 80C उसका problem, 80D उसका problem, 80G, and in 2 days quality good we will complete. हाँ, until now all clear? Yes. So what are the incomes from which no deductions are given? Number 1, casual income. Ma'am, this you have made us write in other chapters also. Other source में लिखाया, slab rates में लिखाया, casual income, no expense, no deduction, no set off. तो उसमें नहीं मिलेगा. Second is long-term capital gain. दोनों. Long-term capital gain section 112 normal और 112A shares वाला जिसपे STT लगता है. Long term capital gain income में से you don't get 80C to 80U deductions. Third is short term capital gain under section 111A. वो 15% STT deduct हुआ है. Short term capital gain on shares, no deductions are allowed. Long term capital gain on shares and other long term gain beta property, jewelry, कोई deduction नहीं मिलेगा. और है आपका casual income. इसके अलावा there are some incomes of the non-resident, but this is important and you do it in final. You all remember, dear students, that non-residents don't get higher basic exemption. Oh, 3 lakh or 5 lakh. Non-residents don't get rebate. Huh? So like that, non-residents, you know, some non-residents, they go for section 15A to D. This one, if the inter students don't remember much, don't worry, because you have this topic only as second chapter in your final, non-resident. But non-residents ko nahi, aapke liye ye important. Casual income, no deductions. अब इसको exam में याद कैसे रहेंगे? There's a trick which I will tell you when I solve the problem. If there are 4 or 5 incomes, मजे से deductions लेते चले जा रहे, फिर पता चला, ma'am, other income was only 80,000. बाकी तो long term capital gain था. Even if I put 1 lakh rupees in PPF, how much deduction I can claim? 80,000. मैम आज थोड़ा फास्ट जा रहा है, समझ में नहीं आ रहा. आएगा ना, ट्रस्ट करो. आगे आगे करते हैं. You can comment below. चलो. So shall we start with the deductions? The first deduction is 80C. It's a big list, but whatever comes in exam, I want you to write in coming 3 minutes. 80C deduction is given only to individual and HUF up to 1,50,000 for investment in. कहाँ आप लोग invest करोगे? PPF, Public Provident Fund. Not all the types of PFs, हाँ आएगा, काफी जगह मिलता है, काफी नहीं मिलता है. PPF, LIC, tax saving FDs, specified mutual fund, tuition fees. Tuition fees मतलब private coaching and tuition fees. Answer is no. Tuition fees is like full-time education, school and college fees, and it does not include your transport and hostel and all the expenditures. Okay. For girls, Sukanya Samruddhi Scheme, SSS. Sukanya Samruddhi Scheme, SSS. Then National Savings Certificate. National Savings Certificate. Then bonds. Did you learn those NHAI, REC bonds, railway bonds? जो आपने 54 EC में किया था, वो bonds अगर आप खरीदते हो तो 80C में 1,50,000 का मैक्सिमम डिडक्शन मिलता है. और एक जो पॉपुलर है, रीपेमेंट ऑफ हाउसिंग लोन. I'll clarify all this, dear students, but एक एक करके बड़ा आप लिखो जैसे मैं लिखा रही हूँ. 2 minutes, हाँ. Thank you for waiting. Yeah. All clear? Done. So what happens when you are paying LIC, लाइफ इंश्योरेंस का प्रीमियम? इसके ऊपर अलग से 5 मार्क का क्वेश्चन आता है. MCQ के लिए इसको 5 स्टार किटकैट सब खिलाओ. LIC या LIP बोलते हैं, लाइफ इंश्योरेंस प्रीमियम. डियर स्टूडेंट्स, यू कैन पे फॉर होम. थोड़ा सा पेशेंस रखना है सीखने के लिए, लेकिन कमिंग हाफ एन आवर में everything will be over. Life insurance premium you can pay for self, खुद के लिए, spouse and children. Does children include married daughters? Answer is yes. Even for married daughters, children are children. Married daughter 40 years के भी हो गए तो उसके लिए भी आप LIC पे कर सकते हो और आपको डिडक्शन मिलेगा. LIC definitely, LIC, Mediclaim, ये सब, you know, you have to pay, dear students, all these payments by check. Okay. Now what I'm making you learn is a very nice concept for LIC, which is asked many times in exam. Okay. Right. If the LIP is taken, life insurance policy is taken before 1st April 2012, then sum assured ka 20% you can claim the deduction. Ma'am, what does this mean? I have taken the LIC in 2010 for 10 lakhs. What is 10 lakhs? Sum assured, maturity value. So 10 lakh ka 20%. How much premium I can pay? I can pay 5 lakh premium, but how much deduction will be allowed? 20%. You followed or not? I'll work out a problem for this, don't worry. my own created problem is there. If the LIC is taken after 1/4/2012, 1/4/2012, 1/4/2012 के बाद आपने LIC लिया है अगर, ठीक है, राइट, तब फिर सम अश्योर्ड का 10% ही अलाउड है डिडक्शन के लिए, ठीक है. And if you have taken the LIC policy after 1/4/2013, 1/4/2013 के बाद आपने ले लिया, ठीक है, तो फिर सम अश्योर्ड का 15% फॉर हैंडीकैप्ड. कोई हैंडीकैप्ड है आपके फैमिली में, उनके लिए you have taken the policy and you have paid the premium, and you have paid the premium for handicapped, disabled and all. They have to take certificate from government hospital. 1st April 2013, sum assured का 15% उनको डिडक्शन मिलेगा. मैम, but if they have paid sum assured का 35% premium, remaining premium will lapse, they will not get a deduction. Are you all with me? How are my notes? कमेंट ना, आपने लिखा है तो कमेंट करेंगे. अब इसको अप्लाई करके एक प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करेंगे. आई थिंक 1 सेकेंड, आई हैव गिवन यू ऑल द प्रॉब्लम्स शीट, सेट ऑफ क्लबिंग और ये टॉपिक में. या ऑल क्वालिटी गुड प्रॉब्लम्स आर देयर. 1 सेकेंड. This is our sheet which we have done yesterday, set of problems. यहाँ पे okay, this LIC वाला problem I have not printed yet. ठीक है, it's a very small example from my material, from my Sarathi material. We will do it. नहीं है ना इसमें, ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. Come here, आ जाओ सब लोग साथ में. मैं आपको क्या पढ़ा रही हूँ? LIC. So what did I say? Many of you are studying and you all are having this Sarathi material. I'm on page number 157. And those who really feel my notes are good and they want to order and you want to get it in courier, just download Concept Classes app at a very reasonable price. Whatever is cost of printing and courier, that's what we are charging. And these notes, you will get it at your home. Chalo. Under this section, a deduction of 1,50,000 is allowed. तो LIC के लिए आपको डिडक्शन कितना मिलेगा बेटा? 1,50,000 मैक्सिमम. ओके, डिडक्शन ऑफ LIP इज रिस्ट्रिक्टेड टू 20% ऑफ द कैपिटल. इफ द पॉलिसी इज टेकन बिफोर 2012, तो 20% ऑफ सम अश्योर्ड तक ही डिडक्शन मिलेगा. आफ्टर 2012, सो 10%. आफ्टर 2013, तो 15%. That too for a person who is disabled or normal disability, severe disability, कुछ disease है जो 80U में डिडक्शन ले रहे हैं, डॉक्टर की सर्टिफिकेट लेके रहे. ओके, राइट. Whatever amount you get on maturity of LIC is generally exempt under section 1010D. Okay, right. And this sum assured does not include bonus. You know, sometimes on maturity we get bonus. तो bonus नहीं, सिर्फ सम अश्योर्ड का 20% तक आप ATC में डाल सकते हैं. 10% आज if the policy is taken after 2012, and 15% if the policy is taken after 1st April 2013. Now listen, all of you. Nowadays, what is happening? If you are paying the premium, if premium paid is more than above, इससे ज्यादा है, तो फिर LIC will become taxable under capital gain, capital asset की तरह. और TDS भी लगता है 194DA में. इसको प्लीज लिंक करने के लिए यहाँ लिख के रखो. When I teach TDS chapter, there also I'll make you write. If you are having this material, pause the video, write this down. If premium paid is more than above, मैम यू सेड की पॉलिसी अगर 2012 के बाद लिए तो 10% ही प्रीमियम देना है, but someone is very smart to pay 30% premium at a time, then whatever amount you get on LIC maturity, it's not going to be exempt under 1010D. It's going to be taxable, and TDS will also be deducted under 194A. Have I linked capital gain, income from other sources, deductions and TDS? Linking up of the concept. Now you are at that stage कि पूरा ऐसे मुट्ठी में पूरा लिंक करके पढ़ना है. जब बोनस राइट इशू पढ़ोगे अकाउंट्स में, लॉ में, और फिर उसका ही कैपिटल गेन, इफ यू टेक अ पॉज यू कैन डेफिनेटली लिंक अप. चलो, लेट अस सॉल्व दिस नेक्स्ट प्रॉब्लम. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू लाइक टू टेक चैलेंजेस? Me in the chat box. Okay, then go on writing the answers with me in the chat box for this example. Compute deductions under ATC in respect of the LIC premium paid. ठीक है? Right. So सबसे पहले 1st April 2013 को सेल्फ के लिए पॉलिसी लिया है 2 lakhs का. तो 1st April 2013 means today. So 2 lakhs का कितना होगा आपका? 10%. Right or not? 2 lakh का 10%. So 2 lakh ka 10% comes to 20,000. How much premium you have paid? 50,000. But ATC में deduction कितना मिलेगा? 10% of the sum assured 20,000. Now is the knowledge clear to you? Spouse के लिए 150 का पॉलिसी लिया है 18 में. तो 150 का 10% मतलब 15,000 only you will get the deduction. Are you able to put it with me? Yes. Do try the next one. Handicap के लिए you have taken the policy in 2019. 3 lakh. Yes, Akhil. Very super quick answer. Good. 3 lakhs का 20% होगा. Why am I taking 20%? Yes, because he is handicapped. Oh, 20 nahi, sorry. 15%. Correct. So 15% we will take of 3 lakhs. So he has paid more, but we will take 15%. Dependent father. Father ke liye, if you take LIC, you don't get a deduction. LIC you can pay for self, spouse and children. This is my own made example with 6 bit. You as a student want to add 7th and 8th with most welcome. Aap bolo main add karungi. Huh? Children. Can I take LIC for my children? Yes. 18 mein liya hai. तो 50,000 का 10%, 5,000. Independent children है. Okay. Self, spouse and children, they say dependent or independent doesn't matter. I am independent, I am earning, I am a chartered accountant. Still today my father is paying my LIC and he's taking ATC deduction. I am paying my minor son's PPF and I am taking deduction. तो ऐसे होता है ना? चलो. 80,000 hai and you have taken the policy for children in March 12. So March 12 matlab 80,000 ka 20%. 1st April 2012 के बाद 10%, पहले 20%. Will you remember? I know थोड़ा सा figures हैं, कुछ limits हैं, कुछ relative की नई definitions हैं, but if you decide, definitely you can do it. Right. Chalo. 80,000, 20,000. So 20,000 they have paid, but how much you can take the deduction? 80,000 का 20%, 16,000. Total कितना आ रहा है? Calculator. करो faster than me. Are you following LIC? As if you are not only preparing beta for the total income problem, this will help you for that also. Your what do you call, MCQs में भी LIC बहुत पूछते हैं. Case studies वाला जो first question होता है ना 10 marks का, उसमें only they are asking. $20,000, $15,000, $45,000. Oh, here I did a mistake. 5,000 children के लिए allowed है, but if you have paid 3,000, then obviously 3,000, no? Yes, and then 16,000. I hope you are getting. Allowed है 5,000 तक, but if you have paid the premium less, then premium paid or this limit, whichever is lower. So that's all for this problem. I really want you to take a screenshot or pause for this because I missed giving this in the sheet. 2 minutes time, please allow me to note down so that when I do the corrections in the PDF which I have sent, I'll add this problem. The more better I can give for all of you, it's always good, no? Yeah. Shall we go to the next one then? ATC अगर समझ में आ गया है आपको, पूछो कोई doubt है? Anyone feels no, ma'am, this is a confusion, we want to add anything, please let me know. चले आगे. Right. Okay. Other than LIC. LIC is over, beta. Whatever LIC you pay, maximum deduction you can take for self, spouse and children up to 1,50,000. ये सब की मिला के limit 1,50,000 है. LIC 150 PPF ऐसे नहीं है. हाँ? And maximum today you can pay sum assured का 10%. Now, can you contribute to PPF, statutory provident fund, superannuation fund? Yes. Right. PPF की भी limit है 1,50,000. National savings certificate. I've earlier also told you in income from other sources. National savings certificate is a post office or government scheme where you put the money and even the interest is invested back, and after 6 years you get double the money. So if I have taken national savings certificate for 10,000, will I get ATC deduction? Next year interest is 1,000. Again 1,000 is also reinvested. So you will get a deduction. ULIP, some unit linked plan. Repayment of housing loan principal. When you take housing loan principal, interest is deductible in income from house property. और अभी आएगा 80EE section में, वहां भी deduction मिलता है. Principal, you all know every EMI has principal and interest both. Hire purchase पढ़े हैं ना बेटा? तो इंटरेस्ट डिडक्ट होगा इनकम फ्रॉम अदर सोर्सेज में, और जो हाउसिंग लोन लिया है उसका जो प्रिंसिपल है दैट विल बी डिडक्टेड हियर. ओके. सुकन्या समृद्धि scheme is a scheme for girl child, just as good as PPF. Up to 18 years you can put the money, and whatever money you put, it is exempt. Tuition, these specified mutual funds, ठीक है. Tuition fees in excluding admission fees. For tuition fees for school, college, full-time education for 2 children anywhere in India. You know, when we pay the fees, they take development fees. Like my son has studied in Bhavans. Bhavans across India, they have Bhavans Foundation, and we need to donate 5,000 rupees to the foundation. और वो भी रिसीट में मिला रहता है. फिर उसका ट्रांसपोर्ट, उसका कैंटीन, उसका फूड, उसकी लैब फीस, एग्जाम फीस, ओलंपियाड, सब एक ही रिसीट में है. तो you will get ATC deduction only for full-time coaching in school, colleges, affiliated universities. मैम CA इंटर की कोचिंग दीप्ति मैम आपसे ली है, तो उसको ATC में डिडक्शन मिलेगा? नहीं मिलता ना, नहीं मिलता. Private coachings, tuitions are not allowed to be deducted. Infrastructure bonds, we all know, NHAI, ठीक है. ये सब नॉर्मल है आपके कुछ डिबेंचर्स जो जरूरी मैं आपको लोन करा रही हूँ. Tax saving FDs. You know, can we put the money for 5 years in FDs, tax saving FDs जो 5 साल तक आप निकाल ही नहीं पाओगे? Yes, right. So you will get deduction for all this in ATC. ये देखो यहाँ पे थे हम. ATC. Investment eligible for deduction, individual achieve 1,50,000. Shall I go to the next one? And because ATC series बढ़ा भी है, दीप्ति मैम ना हमेशा सबसे बड़ा वाला पार्ट पहले कराते हैं. हमने हमेशा टफ पार्ट पहले किया है, फिर सिंपल पार्ट किया है. तो ATC टफ है ऐसा नहीं बोल रही, बट काफी बड़ा है. So for only ATC we will do good quality, good problems also. One I have already solved with all of you. Next, in 80CCC, deduction in respect of certain pension funds. You know what are pension funds? When the employee retires from the organization, you know what happens? he gets lump sum retirement benefit. Have we studied all that in salary? If someone is leaving the organization, he gets gratuity, he gets pension, he gets VRS, he gets retrenchment, सब मिलता है lump sum, but monthly salary आना बंद हो जाती है. So generally we pay LIC part and we get maturity together. LIC said, oh, this is a beautiful area. Chalo, let us tap this. So they started with an annuity plan for senior citizen, where annuity means senior citizen one time you pay premium. आपको 5 लाख रुपए एक साथ मिल गए ना, आपके एम्प्लॉयर ने दिया, हमको दे दो. On that, we will give you regular returns, monthly, quarterly, yearly, different scheme. Are you getting? So 80CCC is an pension or annuity scheme of LIC for which 1,50,000 deduction is given. अब यहाँ पे शुरू होता है ये 3 sections का झोल जिसको बेस्ट फ्रेंड बनाना है coming 10 minutes, और खास इसके लिए हम अच्छे प्रॉब्लम करेंगे. Let us start. 80CCD1. This was the question asked in MTP of November 23 exam, and this is this question which I'm going to take long back once they have asked separately also in the CA exam. तो ध्यान से सुनो अगले 3 deduction. In respect of contribution to pension scheme of central government, contribution by employee. You remember salary chapter? Huh? We are employer is giving to employee per month or lump sum pension. Huh? तो वो जो contribution है to the pension scheme, या क्या करते हैं employer, see, employer is paying you 100 rupees salary and they are saying employee 12 रुपए आपके behalf में, जैसे PF में डाल रहे हैं ना, वैसे they put in pension scheme, yeah, and they give you 88 rupees and 12 rupees they will put out of their pocket also. Are you all getting? So their expense is 112 और आपको हाथ में salary कितनी आ रही है? 88. This 24 rupees is contributed by employer and employee equally in National Pension Scheme, Atal Pension Yojana, like that. Now, please take a pause and stay connected with me, grounded with me coming 15-20 minutes. इसको छोड़ दूं ना तो इतने मजेदार छोटे छोटे डिडक्शंस हैं जो 2-2 मिनट में खत्म हो जाएंगे. 80TTA, 80TTB, 80D, मेडिक्लेम, वो तो इजी है, पर जो थोड़ा मिक्सिंग अप है उसको भी तो करना है ना. चलो. Now, who is contributing? Employee. How much he will get a deduction? Amount paid or 10% of basic and DA. And if he's self-employed, still he can pay 20% of the gross total income. Individual who has paid deposited under the pension scheme. समझ में आ रहा है आपको? Employee जो national pension scheme में पैसे he is putting, he is getting a deduction under 80CCD1. Okay. I'm taking the technical part first. How many of you are eager to learn very simple, easy part? तो 15 minute कर दो forward. मैं तो नहीं करूँगी. I will to do this in detail. But if you feel no, we want to enjoy the class, then enjoyment of class is 80D, mediclaim, सबसे easy. 80U, handicapped, सब student को आता है. 80TTAB, बैंक इंटरेस्ट. हाँ, तो वो इजी तो मजे लेके पढ़ेंगे. अभी ये पढ़ो बेटा. Employee, whatever they have put in 80CCD1, 10% of basic and DA. Okay, same. Employer, if he is putting in pension scheme 10% of basic and DA, and if they are central government, then instead of 10%, 14%. समझ में आ रहा है? Central government की तो scheme है, but if the employer is central government, अब government के employee हो, तो maximum deduction is 14% of basic and DA. Not all the DA, DA in terms of retirement. Ma'am, is this exactly same like 12% contribution employer is making to recognized provident fund? Answer is yes. And now 80CCD1B. Contribution of national pension scheme, 50,000 beyond this limit. देखो मैं कौन हूं समझो, एम्प्लॉयर. कैन आई पुट फॉर यू in national pension scheme 13% of your salary? Yes. How much deduction you will get? Up to 10%. अच्छा, whatever is the contribution by employer, यहाँ पे खास लिखो, first add in gross salary. Please see yesterday's class. Employer gave to employee 49,000. फिगर भी याद है मुझे कल का. 49,000 नेशनल पेंशन पूरा ऐड कर दो. एम्प्लॉयर आपको सैलरी देता है, परक्विजिट देता है, अलाउंस, उसने आपको पेंशन स्कीम भी दिया 49,000. Add it. Now deduct it. In 80CCD, employer के लिए you get a deduction how much? 10%. 80CCD 1, employee self 10%. And employee के लिए suppose 10% comes to 1,40,000, but I have paid 2 lakh. समझ में आ रहा है? I have paid 2 lakh as an employee in the pension scheme, but 10% is working out to 1,40,000. Still 60,000 I have, more 50,000 I get additional deduction over and above 80CCD1 in 80CCD1B by employee. अब लास्ट इन दिस सीरीज इज सबके बड़े पप्पा जिनका नाम है 80CCE. ये क्या बोलते हैं? हाँ, घर में सबसे बड़े जो होते हैं वो सबसे इंस्ट्रक्शन ज्यादा देते हैं. तो एग्रीगेट अमाउंट ऑफ 80C, LIC, PPF, ट्यूशन फीस, रीपेमेंट ऑफ हाउसिंग लोन, देन 80CCC, and what's the next one? 80CCD1. 80CCD1. ये तीन मिला के 1,50,000 दिन. इसलिए ओ तरीके अब ये क्या हो रहा है देखो, आप ही देखो. 100% कमिंग 10 minutes मेरे साथ प्रॉब्लम की ये तो क्लियर होगा. नाउ आई एम ऑल्सो लाइक लिटिल हेल्पलेस. मैम ये ऐसे क्यों बनाते हैं? एक्ट बनाने वाले तो चले गए, हमको छोड़ गए कि आप पढ़ा दो, और आपको छोड़ गए कि आप पढ़ लो, और हम तो पढ़ेंगे एग्जाम के लिए. आई रियली assure you, you can get 80 to 85 marks. And those students whom you are talking every day, I'll share their results. You should be motivated. मुझे भी बड़े सारे काम होते हैं. मैं भी ना एक ऐसी डायरी लगती हूँ, empty your mind, ताकि आपको पढ़ाऊं तो पूरा concentrate. I'll definitely share the result in our Telegram group. Not to boost myself, बेटा उनकी मेहनत है, वो लोग ट्रस्ट करते हैं, पर मोटिवेशन मिलता है. चलो, व्हाट इज 80CCD1? बिना देखे बोलो. व्हाट इज 80CCD1? नेशनल पेंशन स्कीम एम्प्लॉइज कंट्रीब्यूशन. एडिशनल 80CCD1B, ये दो एम्प्लॉय के लिए. व्हाट इज एम्प्लॉयर्स कंट्रीब्यूशन? 80CCD2. And what is that overall 1 lakh limit? वो अभी हम आपको बताएंगे. 80C, 80CCC, 80CCD1 मिला के it is 1,50,000. Nice, clear to all of you, right? Now take a pause. I don't want to go to 80D and ahead series. First, let us do a problem for this. Are you all with me? या दिस इज अ वन लेक्चर बेटा कि इसको फिर से एक बार जरूर देखना. मैंने कभी नहीं बोला आपको ये चीज क्लबिंग सेट ऑफ में मैं ही लर्न करा देती हूँ, बट आज का लेक्चर आपको देखना चाहिए फिर से. ये देखो, 80C 1,50,000, 80CCC पेंशन स्कीम 150, 80CCD1 contribution to national pension scheme 10% of salary or 20%. 80CCE aggregate deductions under 80C, 80CCC and 80CCD1. ये मिला के 80C LIC PPF खुद की लिमिट 1 है, 1,50,000 है, इसकी लिमिट है, और ये सब को मिला के भी कितनी लिमिट है? 1,50,000. नाउ 80CCD1B एम्प्लॉय का कंट्रीब्यूशन ओवर एंड अबव दिस यहाँ पे आएगा, और एम्प्लॉयर का कंट्रीब्यूशन सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट है तो 14, अदरवाइज 10. सेपरेट employers deduction, whatever. I really want you all to add salary include DA and employers contribution के पास वो पेज पे लिखा है, यहाँ पे लिखो first add in salary. जितना contribution employer कर रहा है ना, पहले तो salary में add कर दो, फिर आगे की बात देखी जाएगी. For this, I don't know how do you like this. Did you see LIC concept? One problem. अभी हमने ये पढ़ा ना, इसके लिए सेकेंड प्रॉब्लम. फिर जो अपर लिमिट पढ़ाई उसके लिए ये प्रॉब्लम. आप सिर्फ हमारे बूस्टर नोट्स देखो, कभी तो देखो, मैंने हर बार नहीं दिखाया. फिर मैं आपको मेडिक्लेम पढ़ाऊंगी, ATD, तो मेडिक्लेम का प्रॉब्लम. फिर मैं आपको हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस और ATDDB वो सब पढ़ाऊंगी, फिर उसका प्रॉब्लम. ये सब कॉमन प्रॉब्लम्स है. फिर E is for education and interest, so फिर उसका प्रॉब्लम. फिर उसके बाद डोनेशन है, तो डोनेशन का प्रॉब्लम. समझ में आ रहा है? So like this are our notes. चलो, you all have this sheet with all of you. We are doing problem number 78 in class. 77 तक कल हमने कर लिए थे, आज हम कर रहे हैं 78 प्रॉब्लम. बेसिक सैलरी, या basic salary of Mr. A is 1 lakh. He is entitled to DA, which is 40%. 50% of DA forms part of DA. Whatever you get is taxable, but what is taken for the retirement benefit is 50%. Both Mr. A and his employer contributes 15% of the basic salary to pension scheme. Okay. अब various deductions दे दो Mr. A को. चलें आगे. Very nice problem it is. Yeah, some of you were asking, no ma'am, study material. तो ये study material का ही problem है. मैंने deductions में तो बहुत सारे problem जो आपको मैं भी करा रही हूँ ना, वो सब study material के ही है. Whatever you are contributing to salary, first add it in the salary. Problem number 78. Let us do it. When we do the problems and apply that, no, it will become very clear. Problem number 2. Concept of ATC series. ATC. पहले ना एक बार फिर से हम अपने वे में लिस्ट लिखेंगे प्लीज. जो मैंने अभी टेबल बनाया ना, मैं वही लिखा रही हूँ. ATC, LIC, PPF, etc. up to 1,50,000. ATCCC, annuity plan, pension plan, up to 1,50,000. ATCCD 1. किसका कंट्रीब्यूशन है? एम्प्लॉई खुद जो कंट्रीब्यूट कर रहा है. एम्प्लॉईज कंट्रीब्यूशन टू नेशनल पेंशन स्कीम. कितना डिडक्शन मिलता है? अप टू 10% ऑफ basic plus taxable DA, retirement benefit. How is this? The way I'm making you write. ATCCD 1, employee का contribution. अब ये तीनों मिला के ATC plus ATCCC plus ATCCD 1 मिला के तीनों कितना है? This put together, how much is the limit? ATCCC plus ATCCD 1 put together. How much is the limit? Limit rupees 1,50,000. Now are you getting? मैम बट इंडिविजुअल लिमिट यहीं खत्म होगी तो आगे डिडक्शन नहीं मिलेगा. मैम उसको कैसे प्रेजेंट करेंगे? मैं कराऊंगी आपको कंबाइंड प्रॉब्लम जिसमें सब आ जाए. बिल्कुल करेंगे. Choosing the problems is a teacher's duty to give the best quality good problem of professional exam level. This is not a BCom coaching के एक ही प्रॉब्लम को आधा कर दिया, डबल कर दिया, 4 प्रॉब्लम करा दिए, नहीं बेटा. तो ये तीनों को मिला के लिमिट कितना है? 1,50,000. अब students understand this, but they need to repeat it so that they do it. I have also as a teacher repeated this part so that then I have learned it. Literally I am saying. See, some topics like clubbing, set off, आप एक बार वीडियो देख के खत्म कर लो, no problem. This, the more you repeat it, the more you will be clear. Now, 80CCD 1B, employees contribution. मैम एम्प्लॉय तो ऊपर ले लिया ना, over above 80CCD 1 up to 50,000. If employees contributed 2 lakh and 10% of salary is coming to 1,50,000, remaining 50,000 he can take here. Next is 80CCD 2. This is employer's contribution. Employers, boss का contribution. कितने तक allowed है? 10% of basic plus DA. और अगर गवर्नमेंट का एम्प्लॉयर है, मतलब आपके एम्प्लॉयर अगर गवर्नमेंट है, तो फिर 14% ऑफ बेसिक प्लस डीए. Please take this chart down. 2 minutes. How much exactly 2 minutes I took? But just see the weightage of this. Case study अगर अच्छे से नहीं कर पाए, क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 कंप्यूट द इनकम अच्छे से नहीं कर पाए, तो फिर कैसे एग्जामिनेशन मिलेगा? और पास होने के लिए 40-45 तो बस नहीं है ना. एग्रीगेट आई फील सो बैड व्हेन सम ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स आर स्टक अप एट 187, 193. ये इधर थोड़ा मिस हो जाता है, तो इसको लिख लो. और आई एम एज अ टीचर टेलिंग यू, वॉच टुडेज वीडियो रिपीटेडली वन मोर टाइम. थोड़ी तो थ्योरी इतने सालों से पढ़ा रहे हैं. 2 decades are over. I'm into teaching. चलें आगे. All clear to all of you? 80C, 80, triple C and everything. Next. Okay, shall we solve the salary wala problem? I am doing for all of you. Computation of income of Mr. A. मैम ये तो सैलरी चैप्टर में चले गए. अब डिडक्शंस पढ़ने के लिए सब हेड्स कंबाइन ही होंगे, तो आप साथ साथ में पूरी इंफॉर्मेशन लिखो. What is the basic salary for him? 1 lakh into 12 lakhs. Okay, good. Next is DA, 40% of the basic salary, 4,80,000. But how much DA is considered? 50% for RB, retirement benefit के लिए हमको कितना लेना है? 50%. बट अभी तो पूरा टैक्सेबल होगा, 4,80,000. ठीक है. और एम्प्लॉयर्स कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन, एम्प्लॉयर ने जितना हमारे लिए कॉन्ट्रीब्यूट किया ना, पूरा ऐड कर दो इन द सैलरी. ABC Limited contributed 15% of the basic, only basic. उनकी मर्जी. Ma'am, you said basic plus DA, but अरे उनकी मर्जी. If they want to contribute 12 lakh का 15%, we can't do anything, no? Write down. 12 lakh का 15%. I am telling you, I will make the later part of class super fun today. 80D, 80E, 80TTA series, छोटे छोटे cute वाले deductions. पहले इसको खा जाना है. Employers contribution. Ma'am, why you have taken only basics 15%? Because the company contributed. company की मर्जी. RPF में 35% डाल दी, उनकी मर्जी. एग्जेम्पशन कितना मिलेगा आपको 12%, बाकी टैक्सेबल तो अब टैक्सेबल हम करेंगे. एम्प्लॉयज कंट्रीब्यूशन वॉट एवर देर यू रिसीव you tax it in the gross salary. Please do this only if they ask you deduction, वो जो मैं अभी वर्किंग में करूंगी उतना ही करना. I am doing extra to show you all the aspects, dear students. Don't compute the salary if they don't ask in final exam. Gross salary standard deduction कोई नहीं भी बोलेगा तो 50,000 लेना पड़ेगा. Taxable salary 18,10,000 और इसके पास और कोई इनकम नहीं है तो कैन आई कॉल दिस एज ग्रॉस टोटल इनकम? यस. इन दिस कैन आई गिव डिडक्शंस? आई होप यू ऑल आर गेटिंग. अगर अदर सोर्स रहता, बिजनेस हेड रहता, वी वुड हैव टेकन ऑल, but right now taxable salary is gross total income. It's a challenge if you have seen teachers solving this level of the problem. And if you feel we are doing a good work, please share this video with all your friends. Comment below the video. As you all need motivation, even I need when I'm taking this live every day at the same time, 2.5 hours sitting on this place in the YouTube, right? हाँ, एक ही जगह बैठ के ऐसे लाइव है, ये कोई रिकॉर्डेड नहीं है कि 10 बार पॉज करो. आप ये प्रॉब्लम का लेवल देखना. चलो अभी देखो डिडक्शंस. सबसे पहले एम्प्लॉयज शेयर. देखो, both Mr. A and his employer contributed 15% of the basic salary. So how much they contributed? 15% of the basic salary. Employee. क्या है आपका बेसिक सैलरी? 12 लाख का 15%, 1,80,000. एम्प्लॉय. अब 80 CCD1. Can employee take the deduction 12 lakh basic और DA 50% ही लेना है, 2,40,000. DA whatever you receive is taxable, but for retirement benefit they said consider 50%. Go and read the problem, take the printout of all the retirement benefits I am giving and put your left hand and read it again and again. It's not I am reading. Mr. A and his employer contributed 15% of the basic, but deduction allowed is basic and DA का 10%. कितना आ रहा है देखो, 14,40,000. So 1,44,000. 80 CCD1. 1,44,000. Can we take a deduction? 1,44,000 80 CCD1. Yes. Now 80 CCD1B. Employee can take over and above 10% of the basic and DA. Employee can take 80 CCDB 1B में up to 50,000. So 180 employee ने contribute कितना किया? 180. 144 तो ऊपर कवर हो गया. अब बचा कितना? 180 minus 1,44,000. 36,000. 36,000 can he claim in 80 CCDB? Yes. For your knowledge, I am saying 80 CCD 1B का limit है up to 50,000 over and above. ये रहा. Employees contribution over and above 80 CCD 1 limit है. 10% of basic और DA से ज्यादा नहीं डालना. तो basic और DA का 10%, वो भी DA which is considered for retirement benefit. So this is coming 1,44,000. So I am contributing 360. 1,44,000 ये हो गया और 80 CCD 1B कितना? मैक्सिमम आप ले सकते हैं 50,000. So I have taken 36. Now 80 CCD बहुत इजी है. ओनली थिंग इज इसको थोड़ा प्रैक्टिस की जरूरत है, तो कर लेना प्रैक्टिस. जिम जाते हैं, योगा करते हैं, कुछ करते हैं, साइकिल सीखी एक ही दिन में कि गिर पड़ के 4 बार, तो कर लो. 80 CCDB. Now whose contribution बेटा? employers, boss. Ma'am, boss has contributed 1,80,000. ठीक है. How much deduction will be allowed? Basic plus DA का 10%, 144. What about he contributed 1,80,000? ये रहा. If you want, you put a link. But उसको deduction कितना मिला? 144. बाकी क्या हो जाएगा? Lakhs. मतलब उस पर टैक्स लगेगा. बस हो गया खत्म. That easy this was. Can we do the total and can we write in the outer column? Yes, of course. 1,44,000 plus 36,000 plus 1,44,000. 3,24,000 minus 18,10,000. 14,86,000. 14,86,000. How is this? All clear to all of you? I know I took little more time for the ATC series. ज़्यादा घंटा लगा हमको, आधे से ज़्यादा घंटा to write the concept and do it. But clear or not? First, I took basic salary. DA only 50% is taken for retirement benefit, but whatever you receive is taxable. Employer has contributed 15%, 180 salary में ले लो. Gross salary आ गया, standard deduction आ गया, taxable salary आ गया. अभी 80 CCD 1 employee कितना contribute कर रहा है? 1,44,000. 80 CCD 1B 36,000. देख लो आप, check कर लो. Employee has contributed 10% and over and above 144 he has contributed 180. Remaining you can take up to 50,000. Some of the students are, I'll show you. There's one more way, but इसको करने का ना एक और भी तरीका है. I want all of you to write here. Or can I take 50,000 here? Employee पहले ही 50,000 यहाँ ले रहा है. And then can he take 1,30,000 here because total he has paid 180? Yes. Employee खुद यहाँ पे 50 लेना चाहता है, 80 CCD 1B and remaining in, yes, he can. Employer, sorry sir, you cannot contribute more than basic DA का 10%. If you have contributed 180 पूरा taxable है ऊपर और नीचे deduction मिलेगा. अभी देखो, everything is clear or not? 80C series ही सबसे बड़ा है deductions में और वो ही खत्म हो गया. तो how much awesomely we are going to enjoy now. Shall I close this? This is study materials 4th problem. Study material में से I am taking the ones which I feel are very important and to be done. Break अभी नहीं, थोड़ा ये इसको खत्म करते हैं फिर करेंगे. Okay? चलो next one बेटा, साथ में करते हैं एक और. That's also same for this, so I want to take up. From the following particulars, one second. Contribute the deductions, eligible deductions. Now they've just asked you deductions. So don't do the total income and all the problem. Contribution to PPF 1 lakh. Kahan deduction milega? ATC. The way I'm reading the problem is the way you should read the problem in final exam and indicator in your mind. PPF, ATC, LIC. Sum assured कितना है? 120. Policy कब लिया? 1st April 2012 के बाद. So though you have paid 35,000, how much premium is allowed to be deducted in ATC? 10%, 12,000. Did I teach you this beta abhi? Deposit in tax saving FD? Yes. Contribution to national pension scheme. Who all are contributing? Employee, Mr. H and his company. This is a past exam problem for 5 marks. Arun Limited. ठीक है. 1,80,000 दे रहे हैं ना? देख लेंगे कितना 15%. How much employer and employee can contribute to the NPS? It's like 1 second, dear students, I've put everything on silent. Generally people know that my class is there live in okay, all good to go. Yeah, so contribution to national pension scheme is 15%, but how much deduction is allowed? Only 12%. Would your answer be different if H contributed 120 being 10% towards NPS? ठीक है, ये इसको बाद में solve करें. पहले इसको तो solve करें. 79th problem in your notebook. Now, nice, no, these many problems in writing we have done. The reason of giving continuous numbering is to give you that confidence. You all are asking na Rose, इतना enough है, बिल्कुल enough है. और जब total income के problem करेंगे ना, देखो कितना मजा आएगा. चलो, fast. Okay, so we are working out the deductions for Mr. Harish. Particulars and to column. First of all, contribution to PPF 1 lakh allowed. LIP, life insurance premium, you have paid 30,000, but 120 की policy है 10%, 12,000 का ही deduction मिलेगा. Then FD, tax saving FD of 5 years, 50,000. Yeah, right. इसके बाद नेशनल पेंशन स्कीम और वो सब अलग है. आई एम वर्किंग आउट, डियर स्टूडेंट्स. प्लीज दोज हु आर डूइंग लाइव, कैन यू कमेंट, आर यू फॉलोइंग और नॉट? इज माय फॉन्ट साइज क्लियर ऑन द स्क्रीन? मैं यूजुअली डार्क कलर्स ही यूज कर रही हूँ, पर्पल एंड रेड एंड ब्लू एंड ऑल. ब्लैक बहुत लिख लिया ब्लैक मार्कर से, बट इज दिस क्लियर? इफ यू कैन कमेंट दैट वुड बी वेरी हेल्पफुल टू मी बेटा. ठीक है, तो ये सब की अपर लिमिट कितनी है? टोटल contribution under section 80C कितना आ रहा है? 1,62,000 है ना? Right. Eligible for deduction up to 1,50,000. Nice and clear to all of you. 162 is the limit, but only up to 1,50,000. LIC, PPF, tax saving FD, Sukanya Samruddhi scheme, NSC, all you put and take a deduction up to 1,50,000. ठीक है? Right. Now next, national pension scheme. Deduction under section 80 CCD 1. किसका deduction है ये 80 CCD 1? Employee. They have contributed how much? 15%, 1,80,000. Eligible कितना है? Eligible under 80 CCD 1, 10%. If 15% is 1,80,000, they have not given salary and DA and all. So can we take like this, 180 into 10 divided by 15, 1,20,000. Deduction under section 80 CCD 1B. Dear student, employee can take deduction in 80 CCD 1 up to 15%. Up to, up to 10% of basic and DA. But they have contributed 15%. So 10% तक यहाँ लिया. अभी भी 180 minus 120, 60,000 बाकी है. तो up to 50,000 over and above 80 CCD 1. Can he claim in 80 CCD 1B? Answer is yes. Followed or not? Okay. बट इसको भी इनर कॉलम में लिखना है, एक लिमिट है यहाँ. आई नो इससे इन डेप्थ कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं मिलेगा. पहले देखो, अंडर सेक्शन एटीसी लिखना भूल गई हूं मैं यहाँ. एलआईसी, पीपीएफ, एफडी सब मिला के 162 किया, पर कितना लिमिट है एटीसी का? डिडक्शन अंडर सेक्शन एटीसी 150. अब एटीसीसीडी 1, 15% इज 180, बट 10% कितना है? 120. बट 120 ऑल्सो आउटर कॉलम विल बी नील. इसके लिए हम लिखेंगे वर्किंग नोट 1. एंड यू नो व्हाट इज दैट नोट 1? नोट 1, ATC plus ATCCD1 plus ATCCC upper limit is 1,50,000. समझ में आ रहा है? ATC only you have finished the limit of 1,50,000. So though ATCCC CCD1 employee can put 15%. Are you getting? एम्प्लॉय कितना भर रहा है? 15%. 10% डिडक्शन एलिजिबल है, लेकिन आउटर कॉलम में नहीं मिलेगा क्योंकि आपकी लिमिट खत्म हो गई है 1.5 लाख की. बट कैन यू टेक 80 भी ओवर एंड अबव 80 अप टू 60 ले सकते थे, या पूरा अब तो 1,80,000 ही ले सकते हो आप. हाँ, तो 60 लिखने का मतलब ही नहीं, क्योंकि 180 यू डिडंट गेट द डिडक्शन अबव. नो, आई होप यू आर गेटिंग. 180 you have put no deduction you got. So can you take 50,000 deduction here? Up to 50,000? Yes. Now deduction under section 80CCD2. Employer. Employer को कितना contribute करना है? 10%. फिर वही 10% आएगा आपका 1,20,000. तो ये लाइन मैंने आपको अपर लिमिट बताने के लिए की थी, बट अब नाउ यू कैन मेक टोटल डिडक्शंस. $3,20,000. कितने प्रॉब्लम्स किए हमने 80CCC के? फिर से एक बार, LIC, PPF, FD ऑल मिला के इट इज 1,50,000. 80CCD1 एम्प्लॉई कैन कॉन्ट्रीब्यूट 10%. 15% इतना रहा तो 120 एलिजिबल है, बट नो डिडक्शन बिकॉज अपर लिमिट इज 80CCD1 मिला के 1.5 लाख रुपए हो चुके हैं, तो नहीं मिलेगा. हाँ, बट इन 80CCD1 भी whatever you have missed there you can take up to 50,000. ले लो. 80CCD2 एम्प्लॉयर के लिए ले लो. हो गया. ठीक है, चलो. That's all for ATC series. Best I could explain. 3 minutes exact break and we are back. And now we are doing some very simple ones. ऐसा ही थोड़ा सा technical is 80G. 80G कल शुरू करेंगे. हाँ, I have planned today I will complete deductions, and then Wednesday when I'm doing combined problem again we will work out the deductions problem. Yeah, after Wednesday, after doing the combined problems, then I'll take those 3 left out topic, TDS, TCS, advanced tax और new tax regime, वो सब बाद में करेंगे. पहले total income करने से you will get a grip on 14 marks problem. So take a break and let's be back in 10 minutes. 10 minutes, 3 minutes. Okay, are you all also back after a break? Chalo. So what series is over today in deductions? Can you comment? Yes. See, this is a topic where a lot of repetition is required. That's why even I am repeating. ATC, LIC, PPF, all. How much? Huh? LIC and PPF and all, how much? 1,50,000. LIC you can pay for self, spouse, and children. But like tax saving, FDs, housing loan, all that has to be in your name. Second is ATCCD 1. Employee himself can contribute up to 10% of basic and DA. ATCCD 1B. Employee can contribute up to 50,000 over than ATCCD 1. And ATCCD 2. Employer's contribution is exempt up to 10% of basic and DA. And 1,50,000 upper limit is there under ATCCE. क्या क्या है उसमें? ATC, ACCC annuity scheme वाला और ATCCD 1 employees contribution. Put together. How much is the deduction? Yes. What's the deduction? The deduction upper limit is 1,50,000. Now, you know, there's a trick to learn all this, and one of the trick I'm sharing with all of you right now. Yeah, if it is a routine class, promise I would be doing a lot of problems. ये देखो, ये एक एक concept के पीछे हम यहाँ तक अभी आए हैं ना 80D. Till there only 10 problems are there, because the more you practice, the more you apply that. Did you take up problem number 1? अच्छा था. Problem number 2 भी हमने किए, वो भी अच्छा था. 2 किए थे ना, 3 भी किए. ये वाला किए, 4 किए, सॉरी 3. ये सब सिंपल है, लाइक सुकन्या समृद्धि स्कीम, yes, paid LIC. I think now you'll be able to do it. Study material, more problems. Okay. Now C is for all the good investments. Now I'm going to D series. You know what is D series? Health. What is D series? Health. What is E series? Interest. ऐसे याद रखना है. तो D series. Deduction in respect of medical insurance premium. You know, we take health insurance policies every year, we pay the premium, everyone takes it. Like me, my spouse, my children, say 5 lakh rupees policy. So even if there's a hospitalization, we will get the reimbursement. So individual and HUF who are resident are taking this deduction. Okay, right. How much they are eligible? Maximum 25,000. And for senior citizen, like, can I take 80D for my parents, brothers and sisters also? Yes. Then the limit is 50,000 if they are senior citizen. My parents. Okay. If they are 60 years and above. For me, 25. Acha, 25,000 limit में सब आ गया. Self, spouse and children. सबके लिए अलग अलग limit नहीं है. And for parents, both the parents. Acha, if I am only above 60, then for me 50, and for my parents also maximum 50, provided all these deductions are given by check. Nice, interesting for all of you. 80D series is clear or not? Nice. चलो, अब हम स्टार्ट करते हैं इसको. 80D का थोड़ा डिटेल पढ़ेंगे नोट नंबर 2 में जाके. 80D में 3 डिडक्शंस है, 80D, 80DD, 80DDB, and it will be very clear in the coming 5-10 minutes. देखो, ये सब हमने one concept and note and problem. This is how I have made my material. Booster notes. If the eligible SSC is senior citizen, he will get a deduction above the limit, that is instead of 25, 50,000. 80D includes 5,000 health checkup expense. This can be paid in cash, but this 5,000 health checkup expense for self, spouse, dependent children, parents, dependent or not dependent, both are included. Exam mein the googly is here only. Yeah. So parent, How much it is? 5,000 tak you can pay. You know, health checkup expenses, we get our sugar and complete blood picture and thyroid and all tested. So that deduction, even if it is paid in cash, it is allowed up to 5,000. But this 5,000 is included in the limit of 25 for self, spouse and children and 50,000 for the parent. ठीक है? चले आगे. 5,000 is the health checkup expenses which is included in 25 and 50. I'm going little fast now because it's very easy. Health checkup expenses can be paid in cash, but premium to check se hi dena hoga. Okay, 50,000 limit for both parents. Now, sometimes if the parents are very senior, above 60 and all ना, कोई भी company उनके लिए policy नहीं देती, क्योंकि 60 के बाद तो बहुत बीमार पढ़ना है, बहुत, मतलब ऐसा नहीं कि सब लोग पढ़ते हैं. Touch wood, there are so many people, God bless them, they are so healthy in 70s and 80s, but generally after 60 some or the other health issues crop up. So many health insurance companies, they don't renew the policies after 60. So for them, if there is no policy, then expenditure will also be allowed. Medical expenditure on health of SSC or his parents, SSC, any member of family or parent, is allowed. Senior citizen whose health insurance are not eligible or paid. Aggregate deduction including the medical expenditure for senior citizen should not exceed 50,000. Yes, for parents either premium is allowed or expense is allowed. If the premium is not paid, both cannot be claimed. आपको बात समझ में आ रही कि नहीं? पेरेंट्स के लिए अगर पॉलिसी नहीं है तो expenditure is allowed up to 50,000. But if they have policy, still you have done expenditure, can you claim both? Answer is no. समझ में आ रहा है या नहीं? For parent, you can take under health insurance either premium ka deduction or expenditure ka deduction. And limit for myself 25, for my parent 50, so 75. If I am also senior and my parents are also senior, then 1 lakh. You know, so many times the health insurance is taken lump sum. Mediclaim premium na hum 4-5 साल का एक साथ भर देते हैं. They give some discount, like Reader's Digest. If I give the contribution for 3 years, they will make it free for the next 2 years. तो मैं 3 साल का भर देती हूँ. So if someone is paying lump sum premium, okay, then whatever premium they have paid, divide by number of years. That's what deduction they will get. ठीक है? The previous year in which lump sum amount is paid and the subsequent previous year. So 1 lakh premium if you have paid for 4 years, then 25,000 can be claimed. ठीक है? Sure, all clear with all of you here. चलें आगे. Let us do this problem. You want to note down in brief, जैसे हमने 80C लिखा, 80D भी लिखे, बिल्कुल लिखेंगे. 80D notes. Mediclaim. Okay. Point number 1. बहुत brief में लिखा रही हूँ, लिखो साथ में. Mediclaim premium paid by check. Self, spouse, children. कितना है? 25,000. Parents, both मिला के कितना है? 50,000. ठीक है? Upper limit includes health insurance premium. See, you have heard so many pearls of wisdom from the students. Now who they are qualified CAs, they all told you only thing helpful was booster notes. So likho na. Upper limit, above limit, huh? Not upper limit. This above limit includes health insurance premium paid in cash or check up to rupees 5,000 for all. थोड़ा प्रैक्टिस करेंगे ये प्रॉब्लम के लिए, हाँ, ATD के लिए. Some deductions I'll just teach, no need of practice, don't worry. हाँ, तो कैश या चेक में आपने जो भी दिया है, health insurance 5,000, that's included in this. Is this clear? Lump sum premium paid for 5 years, then divided by 5 to get the annual deduction. Annual. annual का स्पेलिंग याद नहीं आ रहा मुझे. ठीक है. बस हो गया नोट्स खत्म. हाँ, और एक फोर्थ वाला पॉइंट. If no policy for senior citizen, see, senior citizen sometimes we don't take the policy. So if there's no policy for senior citizen, then expenditure is allowed. No policy for senior citizen, then expenditure is allowed. Up to rupees 50,000. Shall I do one problem in the coming 5 minutes with all of you? करेंगे आप लोग साथ में. Mediclaim premium for self, spouse, children. Yeah, spouse and children are like dependent. Children अगर dependent है तो ही, children dependent है तो ही. Parents के लिए dependent, not dependent 50 तक का deduction मिलता है. Premium सबका मिला के 5,000 है. If lump sum premium is paid, say for 5 years, divide by 5 years. And if no policy is taken, definitely you can take a deduction. That's all for ATD. ATDD or ATDDB तो इससे भी easy है. चलो, let us solve from our material one problem. कहाँ थे हम लोग? हमने अभी किया ना, 2 problems किए. 78, 79, and I'm going towards 80 problem. Oh, 80 problem is already a problem asked in past exam. It's a very nice problem. Chalo. Gross total income of A is 350, which is 280 long-term capital gain. Okay. On 280, you will not get any deduction. 10,000 on account of short-term capital gain. Yes. Short-term capital gain on shares, no deduction. Long-term capital gain on shares and others, no deduction. Casual income, no deduction. बिल्कुल clear है आप सबको? Right. So he has deposited 12,000 to affect a contract for annuity of the LIC, 80CCC. Now he has paid premium for own health, allowed, spouse allowed, major son not dependent, children only if dependent, mother dependent allowed, brother तो definition में ही नहीं है. What is definition for health insurance? Self, spouse, children, dependent, and parents. Brother, sister के लिए you don't get mediclaim. One of the brother is totally blind, handicapped, and for his medical treatment we have spent 10,000. Okay, for this we will give a deduction under 80U. Now because this has come, I will tell you. And we have also deposited 25,000. तो ना कोई handicapped brother है, उसके लिए आपने काम किया है. अब इसके लिए हम 80U पढ़ लेते हैं. अब भी पढ़ लेंगे. Yeah, here I am in my normal deductions table. Please look at the screen. Last deduction is 80U. And there I have written ATU or ATDD, any income, okay, person with disability, that disability has to be certified by government hospital doctor. Either it is blindness or low vision, leprosy, hearing problem, physical disability. Amount of deduction is fixed, 75,000. For whom? Handicapped person. Handicapped person. And if it is severe disability, ये जैसे normal disability है कि 50% एक आंख खराब है ऐसे. Severe disability is 100%. That doctor will certify whether it is normal or severe. 1,25,000 flat deduction. Flat deduction for some expense. Are you getting? If you are maintaining a handicapped person and that handicapped person is taken care by you and you are spending कुछ LIC, कुछ प्रीमियम, कुछ तो उसके लिए पॉलिसी लिया, फिजियोथेरेपी करवाया, कुछ खर्चा किया, forget about actual expenditure. Flat deduction is allowed because you are doing a too good wala job maintaining a handicapped person, 75,000. And if that handicapped is like पूरा, what do you say that, अगर वो handicapped person है और पूरा severe disability है तो flat 1,25,000. I have purposely written here flat because थोड़ा सा भी expenditure करोगे तो deduction मिलेगा. And why ATU, ATDD? ATU is if that person is filing his own return. Now come to this, what is ATDD? ATDD is deduction in respect of maintenance, including the medical treatment, like physiotherapy, medicines, all for a disabled person. Individual or HF who is resident for medical treatment paid the same cost. Okay. For normal disability, 75,000 flat. For severe disability, 125. And this is my add-on dialogue. Some expense flat deduction. मैम ये और क्यों लिखा हुआ है? You are maintaining, then filing the return. I mean, say you are taking care and he is not filing the return. Then you give a deduction ATDD. ATDD. If handicapped person के लिए आप return file कर रहे हो, मतलब you are taking care. You are taking care. Individual taking care. And if he himself is filing his return, if he himself is filing his return, ATU, okay, right? Then it is 75,000 and 1,25,000. चलो क्लियर है आप सबको? बात समझ में आ रही है कि नहीं? You are maintaining a handicap, you take flat deduction of 75,000. Severe है तो 1,25,000. If handicapped person is filing his own return, but मैम वो तो handicapped है, मे बी थ्रू रिप्रेजेंटेटिव SSC, जिनके पास उनकी विल है, वो है, कोई केयरटेकर होगा, उनके थ्रू अगर वो खुद रिटर्न भर रहा है तो they will take the deduction in ATU. Okay. Person with disability, he himself will take. If you are maintaining, both cannot take. Ma'am, can both take? Answer is no. चलो ATDD में और एक लास्ट भी है, वो भी साथ में पढ़ लेते हैं, so that all the three are very clear to us. सिंपल है ये सब. ATG से मैं क्लास शुरू करूंगी कल. अभी ये देखो, ATD you have done. Health insurance you are paying 25,000 for self-spouse children and for seniors 50,000. Now, what is ATDD or ATU? You are maintaining handicap. Now, ATDDB, ये रहा. ATDDB, deduction in respect of medical treatment, resident individual, citizen or HUF paid any amount for any specified disease for self or a wholly mainly dependent. Maximum amount is 40,000. Senior citizen 1 lakh. ये क्या है? कुछ specified diseases हैं, HIV, leprosy, and you are maintaining a dependent. कोई आप पे ही पूरा dependent है. self, spouse, children, parents. Here brother and sisters will also come. Are you all with me? तो आप कोई ट्रीटमेंट के लिए लोन नहीं दे रहे, किसी को पैसे दे रहे, तो मैक्सिमम अमाउंट इज 40,000. सीनियर सिटीजन इज 1 lakh. I want all of you to read with me note 3 and 4. तो ये मेडिक्लेम का फिर हम साथ में करेंगे तीनों बिट के लिए प्रॉब्लम. ये देखो 80DD. Dependent includes individual, spouse, children, parents, brothers and sisters also. Brothers and sisters were not covered in Mediclaim. Here they are covered. Yeah, who are mainly or only dependent. So 80DD mein you will get a deduction. Or if HUF can also get a deduction. 75,000 or severe disability hai, government hospital se aap certificate leke aaye to 1,25,000. 80DDB. The term dependent includes individuals, spouse, children, parents, brothers, sisters, who is wholly or mainly dependent on individual. And in case of same, actual expenditure, deduction is amount of actual expenditure minus the amount reimbursed by employer or mediclaim. ठीक है, आपने जो spend किया up to 40,000. Okay, right. I know some of you are still confused, so हम कर लेंगे. इसके बाद we will take up very simple ones and then we'll close for today. Tomorrow we will do donations and 80E wale deductions. Please add on to your notes before I take the next problem, beta. 80D फिर से बोलो. Mediclaim clear है. सेल्फ स्पाउस चिल्ड्रन के लिए 25,000, सीनियर सिटीजन के लिए 50,000. हेल्थ चेकअप इंक्लूडेड इन दिस इज 5,000. lump sum if you have paid divide by 5. And if for senior citizen, if they are not paying the premium for health insurance, actual expenditure is allowed to be deducted up to 50,000. इसके नीचे लिख लो बेटा 80DD और 80U. 80DD और 80U for handicapped person. Disabled. And he should be dependent on you. So you can claim 80DD. Individual who maintains. He can claim 80DD. If handicapped person himself files return. अगर handicapped person खुद ही return file कर रहा है, then 80U. आप सबको clear है मैं क्या बोल रही हूँ? If I am maintaining them, individual is maintaining, then we will get a deductions under 80DD. Or if handicapped person himself file, he can get 80U. यहाँ पे flat deduction. कोई लेना देना नहीं है बेटा कि आपके expenditure कितना है. Flat deduction of 75,000 and for severe disability. And for severe disability, it is 1,25,000. 75,000 and 1,25,000. चलिए आगे. 80DDB. You know, this was related to health. ऐसे लिखो, notes में लिखो बेटा. ये related to health. ये related to handicapped. ये related to specified disease. Specified diseases अगर किसको हैं, हाँ, तो you will get a deduction up to 40,000. Up to 40,000. Are you all very clear and with me? हाँ, और अगर सीनियर सिटीजन है, व्हाई आई एम राइटिंग अप टू, जो भी आप स्पेंड कर रहे हो for the medical treatment of specified diseases, up to 40,000 you can take a deduction, and if they're senior citizen then up to 1 lakh. Okay, for 80 डी रिलेटिव की डेफिनेशन क्या है, बोलो 80D के लिए? सेल्फ, स्पाउस, dependent children. I'm telling you, this is quite in depth. This is the point where you go wrong. कल का वीडियो देख लेना. Question number 1, self, spouse, dependent children and parents. Dependent or not dependent, no problem. पर 80DD के लिए और 80DDB के लिए who all are eligible? तो उसके लिए आपका definition of relative है self, मतलब individual self, spouse, children, self, spouse, children, and from here, parents, brother, sisters are also eligible for these two. Brother and sister dependent. Brother and sister dependent. Take your time. Is the note clear to you? Then let us quickly go and solve the problem, and then we'll take some very simple ones for today. फिर से एक बार 80D मेडिक्लेम, हाँ, सेल्फ, स्पाउस, चिल्ड्रन और पेरेंट्स कोई भी. 80DD और किसके लिए? हैंडीकैप के लिए. और 80DD भी स्पेसिफाइड डिजीजेस के लिए. तो ये जो दो है ना, इसमें पेरेंट्स, ब्रदर्स एंड सिस्टर्स जो हमारे पे डिपेंडेंट है. चले आगे. Let us work out that problem. थोड़ा हमने तीनों sections किए, तो let us read that problem once. This one बेटा. I've already discussed is total income is 3,50,000, but 280 is long term. Long term you will not get the deduction. So maximum deduction you can short term में मिलेगा. Only on short term capital gain on shares there is no deduction. So maximum deduction you can get is 3,50,000 minus 280, 70,000 तक का ही मिलेगा deductions. और ये सब मैंने अभी डिस्कस किया. लेट अस सॉल्व इट. 80, प्रॉब्लम नंबर 80. प्लीज कमेंट बिलो एंड सेंड मी, आर यू एबल टू सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम्स विथ मी? इज माय स्पीड फाइन? लेट मी नो. प्रॉब्लम नंबर 80. Computation of income of Mr. A. Okay, and let us start with gross total income. Gross total income is 3,50,000. Eligible gross total income for deductions. This is my way of doing so that we remember कि okay, 3,50,000 gross total income है, but उसमें 2,80,000 is लॉन्ग टर्म कैपिटल गेन जिसको कोई भी डिडक्शन नहीं मिलता. तो आपको सिर्फ 70,000 में ही मिलेगा. व्हाट इज एलिजिबल ग्रॉस टोटल इनकम फॉर डिडक्शंस? 350 में 280 तो नहीं मिलेगा, तो सिर्फ 70,000 ही एलिजिबल है डिडक्शन के लिए। चलें साथ में आगे, क्लियर है आप सबको? या चलो now. So you remember that only up to 70,000 in the outer column you have to take. Now, deductions. सबसे पहले they have paid annuity. So under section 80CCC, 80CCC, LIC, annuity plan. LIC annuity plan. Yes, just 15 minutes more to close. So do with me. थोड़ा नाश्ता अच्छा करके आओ. 12,000. Now, under section 80D. 80D is for what, beta? Mediclaim. How much you can pay mediclaim for cells? 25. For the parents, 50,000. Okay, right. For self, 1,000. ठीक है, allowed है. Spouse, 600. allowed है. Major son. Children, I said only dependent है तो ही allowed है. So major son is not dependent. Even if he is not eligible, write and put a dash so that let the paper corrector know कि you have followed कि major son को नहीं मिलता क्योंकि वो dependent नहीं है हम पे. Mother, parents, even if they are not dependent, they will get a deduction. Brother doesn't come. Brother comes in the definition of 80DD and DDB, but not here. So brother के लिए भी यहाँ deduction नहीं है. So 2,800 mediclaim हो गया. अब handicapped है तो under section 80DD handicapped relative. If he is filing the return handicapped, he himself can claim 80U, but you are doing so 80DD. One of his brother is totally independent, blind and dependent on him. And he has just spent 10,000 for some treatment and 20,000 for some policy and all. LIC उसके लिए कुछ policy लिया है Unit Trust of India से, जो भी है, you will get a flat deduction. And he is totally blind. So 1,25,000 flat deduction, 80DD. अगर वो खुद फाइल रिटर्न करता है तो फिर 80U. I hope you have got this clearly. Now, ये तो हो गया. Now, what is the total deductions? Total deductions. कितना आ रहा है? Problem खत्म हो गया? इतना छोटा था, हाँ. Application of deductions is not going to be more than 4 to 6 marks. और इतना फास्ट होता है, पर आपको याद तो रखना है ना बेटा. कैपिटल गेन कैसे? प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करते वक्त छोटा है, बट पूरा बास्केट याद रखना है वैसे. 1,39,800 are total deductions eligible. मतलब allowed है. बट आप कितना लोगे? Allowed till how much? 70,000. Why, ma'am? Because remaining 280 is long-term capital gain, और long-term capital gain में कोई deductions नहीं मिलता. See the presentation. Purposely I am picking up the most challenging sums so that you get presentation, and then surely you will clear it. If you get good results by this free lectures in YouTube, do comment below. Do communicate. That will help us and that will give the feedback कि चलो हम सही ट्रैक पे जा रहे हैं और भी आगे May 24, November 24 के लिए क्या improvement कर सकते हैं. Yes, right. So your commenting is mandatory Guru Dakshina for me, and your sharing of this video also. So what will be the gross total income now? 280 capital gain. Actually the problem is over. Can I do one bit extra? Huh? Not gross total income बेटा. Deductions देने के बाद जो आता है उसको क्या बोलते हैं? Total income. अगर आपको पूछे इस पे tax calculate करो, will you give the basic exemption from long term? क्या हो रहा है आज पेन? हाँ, 2,50,000 बिल्कुल मिलेगा. What is the balance आपका income? 30,000. इस पे टैक्स कितना होगा? दिस इज लॉन्ग टर्म कैपिटल गेन, सो 30,000 पे 20%. Don't do this if they ask in exam. I am doing it for practice purpose. 6,000. Shall I give rebate? Yes. Any income, if it is less than 5 lakh total income, they will get a rebate under section 87A, that is 6,000. And so the tax payable is coming to me. Take your time and tell me, is this clear to you? 3 deductions we have done for 80. Tomorrow, highlight of tomorrow's class is 80G and 80E series. और छोटे छोटे हैं जो मैं अभी करा रही हूँ, अभी है 10 मिनट. Easy ones. How did you like this presentation? Gross total income is 350. मैम 80CCC तो मिलता है ना, हाँ ले लो. 80D तो मिलता है ना, handicapped है, double D, हाँ ले लो. तो आप ज्यादा डिडक्शन ले लोगे. यू आर नॉट एलिजिबल टू गिव एनी डिडक्शंस फ्रॉम लॉन्ग टर्म कैपिटल गेन, so don't give this deduction. Yes, this booster notes are very well available in Concept Classes app. Download the app from any of the description in videos. कोई भी वीडियो पहले का देख लो, उसके डिस्क्रिप्शन में आपको ये ऐप का लिंक मिलेगा. वहां जाके आप ये बुक ऑर्डर कर सकते हो जो हम शेयर कर रहे हैं. और नहीं करना है तो save 300 rupees, take the running notes what I am giving. PDF मैंने आपको प्रॉब्लम दे दी, उसके प्रिंट आउट ले लो. लेक्चर्स पूरे देखो. लेकिन हाँ, today is I think day 19th or 20th I guess. It takes lot of patience now to do all this just for the sake of motivating the students कि नहीं इनकम टैक्स इजी है, इसीलिए सोचा कि इस बार आपको पूरा फ्री में पढ़ाना है. बट मटेरियल अगर आपको चाहिए तो कुरियर और मटेरियल का बेसिक प्रिंटिंग. If not, no needed, don't go for. And if you feel no, this knowledge is good, at least for business head and capital gain, I'll refer the regular lectures just at a very reasonable price. It's available in the app. You can go for it. ठीक है, चलो अब हम थोड़े सिंपल वाले डिडक्शंस कर रहे हैं बेटा, जिसमें हमको अभी प्रैक्टिस की जरूरत नहीं है. But then they are you saw the applicability is so easy starting से अब कल रिवाइज करेंगे. मैंने बहुत रिवीजन कराया आज आपको. 80C, 80D, 80E series we will do tomorrow. Right now I'm taking some simple ones. Please come here. 80GG A, B, C. Now what are these deductions? Normally if you give donations, you like to give donations for R&D, for scientific research and all. But if you give donations, that is not allowed as your business expenditure. Donations are disallowed in business head. But ma'am, I really like people who are working for ISRO and I really want to give them donation. Can we give donation for scientific research or rural development? Yes. All the SSEs not having income chargeable under business head. 100% of sum donated they can give, but donations above 2,000 should be paid by what? Check. समझ में आ रहा है? I'm a salaried person, but I'm really motivated to give donation to ISRO, who is doing such a nice work of development on moon. चलो ठीक है, दे दो. समझ में आ रहा है? Right. 80GGB. See, in scientific research section 35, there to we are allowing. But if I'm not doing business, I am an employee. Can I not donate for scientific research to National Laboratory, IIT for set? I can. So I will take a deduction in 80GGA. Now, 80GGB, contribution by companies to political party. Here I want all of you to write down, or electoral trust, जो भी लिखा है. Registered political party, which is registered under Representative of People's Act. Like abhi upcoming elections are there and I want to encourage anyone, Congress, BJP, just I'm taking the names, nothing. So if I'm an Indian company and I want to donate to political party, yes, you can donate, and whatever you donate, it will be eligible in 80GGB. See, contribution includes donations and payment like advertisement. Go to your business head. So many times they have asked this in exam is that if you give advertisement in a brochure of a political party, हाँ, जो डोनेशन देते हैं तो एलिजिबल नहीं है. समझ में आ रहा है आपको? One side BJP's ad and another side concept classes, and we are publishing pamphlets. Is it allowed as expense for me कि I am doing ad for concept classes? No. In business head, this allowed, but under 80 GGB allowed. Now 80 GGC and B are same. Contribution by any person to political party, here it was company, any other person other than company. Okay, if you want to give donation you can. Are these three deductions clear to you? 80 GGA, other than जिसकी business income है, if you want to encourage research and development, rural development, NABARD को हम donations दे रहे थे section 35 में, पर मेरी business income नहीं है तो यहाँ 80 GGB, Indian company donating to political party. 80 GGC, other than Indian company donating to political party. ठीक है? Right. Now same are these two. इन दोनों को ब्रैकेट में डालो, इन दोनों को ब्रैकेट में डालो. 80 QQB. I'm purposely doing small ones now so that I can do the revision tomorrow. 80 QQB and 80 RRB are related to royalties. You know, those who are authors and all. Amitabh Bachchan was author in Bagban movie, and whatever number of copies are sold, he used to get the percentage royalty. Authors do get it for the copyrights and all. So deduction is 3 lakh or actual amount of royalty. Now here more conditions are there. If you are writing a book for some foreign publisher, that royalty amount should come to India within 6 months, or you can keep NRE account. वो सब GK के लिए ठीक है, exam के लिए बस ये limit बस याद कर लो. What about royalty other than books? मतलब patents, copyrights and all, 3 lakh or amount of royalty paid. Huh? Royalty for authors will not include school books, articles written in newspaper. वो नहीं, proper book. Pumping heart of exam. When I'm saying pumping heart, ma'am, आप 5 star क्यों खिला रहे, KitKat क्यों खिला रहे? चलो heart भी बना देते हैं. इसके बिना भी आपका क्वेश्चन पेपर खत्म नहीं होता है. कोई साल नहीं, कोई एग्जाम नहीं. What is this? इसको बहुत beautifully पढ़ेंगे. I've already made a 1-minute reel for this because you know few things are like repeated सुनना है. आप देखो 1 minute के reel में इतना crux के points, जैसे 5 important points for ICDS, very important points for virtual digital asset, like that I have made. देखो 80 TTA, interest on saving account, cooperative society, post office, received by individual and HF. Maximum deduction allowed is 10,000. इंडिविजुअल HF को 10,000 तक. सेविंग अकाउंट कहीं पे भी, बैंक में, कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटी में, पोस्ट ऑफिस में सेविंग अकाउंट. एंड इफ यू आर अ सीनियर सिटीजन, then saving account, and senior citizens are the people who do most FDs, so that up to 50,000. I have purposely written 80 TTA or B. Are you a senior citizen? Then saving and FD का interest जितना भी other source में लिया है, that much up to 50,000 you will get a deduction. If you are not a senior citizen, say, but saving interest everyone gets, you all know or not? Twice a year, maybe 3.5-4%, but मिलता सबको है. So saving account interest you have got from post office and cooperative society and all, then up to 10,000. And disability to already मैंने करा है. For 80 TT A and B, very nice comparative chart I have given. If you want, I'll pause for 2 minutes or आप लिख लो. I'm again repeating, tomorrow the class will start with 80G and 80E series, but I will definitely revise everything for 80CC ताकि repetition हो. और आज से कल थोड़े problems ज़्यादा करेंगे. Tomorrow we will do more problems. ये देखो रॉयल्टी के लिए मैंने पॉइंटर्स दिए हैं, but I feel not necessary now looking into exam. 80 TTA for interest of saving account and all, 80 TTB for saving account and FD. Individual and HUF, this is for senior citizen. This is 10,000, this is 50,000. That's all for today's class. And as we are starting the class with pearls of wisdom, I want to end the class by 2 daily instructions what I give. Really comment below, ma'am, font size बड़ा चाहिए या ये नहीं समझ में आया और ये सही में आज तक कभी नहीं समझा था, अभी समझ में आया. Comment below, that will motivate others also. Share this video in your WhatsApp, Telegram group where you're connected with others. And thank you so much to so many of you students who are messaging me in person. Many students don't like to message in group and YouTube. Okay, if you have messaged me in person, I'm so thankful to all of you from bottom of my heart that you are sharing these videos and notes with your friends, and together you're preparing for exam. Let us close our class with our daily prayer that will player नहीं, वर्ल्ड कप और वो सबसे दूर रहो अभी. हाँ, और बहुत अच्छा पढ़ो. आज मेरे साथ टैक्स अभी 2-2.5 घंटे आपने पढ़ लिया. अभी शाम में अपने दूसरे सब्जेक्ट्स करो और कल डिडक्शंस आई विल टेक केयर कि आई एम नॉट मिसिंग आउट. मैं जब आपको पढ़ाती हूँ ना तो छोटी चीजें ये वो जो मुझे याद है एग्जाम में, बार बार मैंने बोला कि मेडिक्लेम के लिए पेरेंट्स को डिपेंडेंट होना जरूरी नहीं है. बिकॉज फॉर 80DD and 80DB, parents, if they are dependent on you, then only you will get the deduction, severe disability. So if you watch this class again, for sure it will be clear, right? And what is our prayer? Have you learned it with me? I love myself. I accept myself. Saying this raises your self-esteem. It's definitely required to improve our habits, our appearances if you feel, but first accept as you are. क्योंकि बहुत हमारे आसपास, सॉरी टू से, आवर पेरेंट्स, आवर रिलेटिव्स, आवर नेबर्स, बहुत जगह से क्रिटिक्स मिलता है. बचा कुचा हम खुद ही कर लेते हैं खुद को क्रिटिक्स. तो कॉन्फिडेंस कहाँ से आएगा? कॉन्फिडेंस आना चाहिए जब 2-2.5 घंटे का लेक्चर सुन रहे हो, नोट्स ले रहे हो, पढ़ रहे हो, बिल्कुल आप जो पढ़ रहे हो. So I love myself, I accept myself, I take 100% responsibility of all my actions, behaviors, decisions and results. Right? Universe is helping me. Whatever I'm learning, I'm able to learn it fast. Whatever I'm learning, I'm able to recollect and writing my exam with headstrong confidence. Whatever problem Dipti ma'am has done in class, same has come in final exam, and my tax paper has gone super duper well. I am working for that. नहीं, लेकिन दीप्ति मैम तो पढ़ा रहे और फ्री का क्लास है. इनफ तो होगा ना कि इसका भी लेक्चर देख लूं, उसका भी. तो पहले तो डिसाइड करो, एक ही मेंटर रखो, और डाउट और फियर आएगा उसको पीछे पार्क करो और जवाब देते जाओ. डाउट और फियर को डर लग रहा है, हाँ ठीक है लगेगा. You know, some of you are asking this secret of my book in between. Sorry, I could not answer that time. There's a small diary which is there with me in my offline online classes on my table. I am also a lifelong student like you. So whenever, you know, it's like when I'm teaching you and something is striking, I have to communicate to the person who's filing my husband's return, और ये बाकी है वो बाकी है, ऐसे ये मेरा एक्सपीरियंस है. तो आपके साथ भी होगा जब आप टैक्स पढ़ने बैठ रहे हैं, अरे अकाउंट्स में वो आरटीपी चेक करना है, लॉ में वो सर के नोट्स प्रिंट लेना है, इसमें ये करना है, मम्मी का बर्थडे है कल, उसकी तैयारी तो करना ही है पढ़ाई के साथ. जो भी चीजें, whatever you it is disturbing you, this is my students Mohini, Priyanka, they literally come and give me this feedback. Ma'am, this trick works awesome. Put it all on paper. Now this is your book, you can divide it as you like. Main work, priority work, leisure work की मम्मी के बर्थडे के लिए जब मैं थक जाऊंगी रात में, जो भी तैयारी है या किसी से बात करना है, कॉल्स के लिए ये टाइम है, वो आप सेट करो. बट एम्प्टी योर माइंड, 4 बार एम्प्टी कर करके इसमें लिखते रहोगे ना तो फोकस आ जाएगा पढ़ाई के लिए, and you will not be distracted. ठीक है, अभी टैक्स पढ़ रहे हैं, अभी याद आ रहा है कि लॉ के फ्लो चार्ट्स देखने हैं, लॉ फ्लो चार्ट्स टू बी सीन. 4 बार ऐसे लगोगे ना, फिर आप कभी भी मुझे ये नहीं आके पूछोगे कि मैम मैं पढ़ता तो हूँ पर मैं कॉन्सेंट्रेट नहीं करता हूँ, मैं डाइवर्ट हो जाता हूँ. हैबिट्स बनाओ, हैबिट्स बनने में टाइम लगते हैं. आई एम टेलिंग यू, लाइक लास्ट 24 years I have been doing yoga and pranayam, and I was a severe sufferer of sinus. 12 महीने में से 8 महीने I used to have cold and all, but that habit is formed so much. Yesterday we had some very important meeting for a family function and all. It went on till 2 o'clock. स्टिल 6 o'clock आउट ऑफ द बेड. ऐसा नहीं कि आपको 4 घंटे सोना है, 8 घंटे की, बट बता रही हूँ कि वो हैबिट बनी है कि 6 बजे उठना है और योगा और प्राणायाम करना है और अपने जो सेल्फ के लिए टाइम देना है. दैट इज लाइक सो मच इनबिल्ट ना, कि वो ऐसे ही होता है. हाँ, लाइक यू नो माय सन टेल्स मी आज क्राउन पहनाना पड़ेगा, आज मम्मी ने योगा मिस कर दिया. तो ये हैबिट पढ़ने के लिए बनाओ, क्योंकि मैं तो कनेक्टेड हूँ इंटर में. फिर आपको करना है फाइनल के 8 सब्जेक्ट, फिर आपको अपने नाम के आगे डिग्री लिखना है. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू हैव पुट अप CA and CMA in front of your name and it is right now on your notice board or your dressing table or your bathroom wash basin mirror के ऊपर लगा के रखा है ताकि बार बार दिखते रहे. Thank you so much. That was motivation from my side. God bless you all. You also bless me. I will bless you. Let us stay connected. We will continue deductions. Any doubts are there, communicate in the Telegram. See you all in